Okay, fantastic. Welcome. Here I am again. Harry Flynn, I'm back. I want to talk about something this time for our team that is, I think, also very, very important. It seems like everything we talk about governing, building, the business are vastly important. Sometimes we tend to overlook some of the simplest things that are key to our success. Now, what has prompted me to want to just put this out there for everyone, including myself, is sometimes we get into our business and we come in very excited, and sometimes we're so jacked out of our minds that we just operate on just pure emotion initially. And then after a little while, we start having to make adjustments. We have to look at this or that. And, there's an old saying in our industry that we must inspect what we expect. We must inspect what we expect. Pretty much like when we're going through life, and, sometimes we are not feeling very well. And sometimes we have to go to the doctor and get a checkup. So that's what this conversation is going to be pretty much about, just to check. We want to inspect what we expect with our business. I trust that this makes sense. So let me try to get into the meat and potatoes of this discussion. I'm calling it the Four Corners Thermometer. Two focal points here. One, of course, is to win. We want to be successful. I think that should go without saying. But number two, we want to understand what are the key things that determines our success, particularly with Four Corners Alliance Group, a very most unique business model. There's nothing out there right now for us to compare ourselves to. So we got to be very careful about looking at the key things in our business. So let's get into it. Okay? Um, as I mentioned, when we're sick, we don't go to medical school. We go to the doctor. I think you'd all agree. When we go to the doctor, the first things that he or she checks are our vital signs. What are our vital signs? Because that doctor has to diagnose before he can prescribe. So if you've been in the business for a little while, a few months, 6 months, and you've had to deal with some typical business, real business issues, some attrition, people losing their focus, perhaps, you got to get back in touch with your why. So many things we've talked about in terms of building a successful business. But sometimes we have to stop and diagnose before we can prescribe, before we can move in the area or make the adjustments to get back on track. So, what are some of our vital signs in Four Corners Alliance Group? To set up this communication, let's remind ourselves of what we know to be vital signs in terms of our own health. Here's one that I think everyone is familiar with: 98.6. We know that as the proper setting for our body temperature. If you want to look at the details, it'll say something like the normal body temperature of a person varies between, depending on gender, recent activity, food, and food consumption, time of the day. Even in women, the stage of their menstrual cycle, normal body temperature can range from 97 degrees to 99 degrees Fahrenheit for a healthy adult. So right in the middle is 98.6. So if we go and we check our body temperature, you know, you check the temperature 98.6, okay, good. We're okay. Our temperature is okay. Here's another one: 60 to 100. That's our normal pulse rate. Sometimes you go to the doctor and the doctor will put his little hands, take his little second hand watch, and he'll put his two fingers on the inside of your wrist, and he's listening. He's watching his second hand. What is he doing? He's checking what your normal pulse rate is. Just checking it for a little while. He's quiet. He's paying attention. Okay? 60 to 100 beats per minute. Now that can fluctuate. It says here, females ages 12 and older in general tend to have a faster heart rate than do males. Athletes, such as runners who do a lot of cardiovascular conditioning, they may have heart rates near 40 beats per minute and experience yet no problems. So we got to understand some things, I guess, is what it's saying, right? Um, 60 to 100 pulse rate, pretty normal. How about this one? Proper respiration rate, 12 to 16 breaths per minute. Even that too can fluctuate. So we're not talking about our own health, but I want to bring these to your attention to open your mind to understanding we have some vital signs within our business that we want to pay attention to. 120 over 80, we recognize that. That's known as our normal blood pressure, according to the National Heart Health and Blood Institute, NHLBI. Okay, so we have an understanding now why vital signs can be very important. Same thing in our business. For we must diagnose before we can prescribe. So now let's shift to the vital signs of our four corners opportunity. Okay, we understand why it's important from our health perspective. How do we tie that now? How do we correlate that to the health of our business? What are we looking for? Here we go. Let's remember our four corners opportunity is most unique in its automated design. Most unique. Nothing else out there functions like four corners, is designed to function. We have controls as to whether our business grows or not and how it grows. And we can also choose which or all of the seven income streams to participate, all by the flick of a few switches. Again, very unique. Understand, have you ever been in an opportunity, an MLM opportunity, where these kinds of things were able to be said truthfully? No. Very unique. Then it makes business sense to check those four corners vital signs. Let's go into your back office. We all know how to get into the back office. Okay? You come to your home page. You log in. Site name, password. Here's the first vital sign we want to check. Let's make sure that in our settings from your dashboard, your settings, first setting for product settings is set to 6. Is that there? Yeah. That allows automatic upgrades to level 6 as commissions are earned. You don't want it set to 3 or 4 or 5, because if you set it to 3, for example, or 4, then it's only going to automatically move you through level 4 of our financial literacy products as commissions are earned. You'll never start receiving commissions then for 5 and 6. Those are the highest commissions. So you want to set it to 6 so that as you build your business, our design system will automatically move you through level 6 of our financial literacy products. You want that setting. A second setting, your enrollees setting, it should be set to 3. In our team, we promote level 3 strategy. That means everyone starting at level 3, which is $54.60. If someone wants to start at level 1 for product 1 at 18 bucks, no problema. No problema. Just cut and paste the setting or the link for product 1 and send it to their email, and they'll click on it and get started there. But if you start at level 3, 54.60, and you got your product setting set here, your enrollment setting, I'm sorry, then anyone that goes to your link will automatically start at level 3 strategy. So that should be set at 3. We've had some people, other parts of the world, they'll have their settings start at 4 or 5 or 6. There's a group I understand in Malaysia where everyone over there starts at product level 6, 600 bucks, and they'll get started. It's okay. They have all of their financial literacy products from the very start. But we like on our team level 3 strategy. 54 bucks, and let the system as you build move you automatically to 4, 5, and 6 out of your earnings as opposed to out of your profit. That's our reasoning there. So you want to set that to 3. Third setting, newsletter commissions. Now, this one I'm going to have to be very brief on because I get so passionate, and sometimes because our team is so lacking in understanding of this basic setting that it concerns me. And I still struggle with why that is because our product is financial literacy. And we should not be in a company providing financial literacy that offers residual income and we have it turned to off. That just doesn't, as we used to say when I was a kid, that doesn't jive. That does not compute. That does not resonate. That is not rational. Okay, so this setting should be on. Just set it on. Because this setting will put and keep you on the monthly newsletter as commissions are earned, which has a residual income of up to $76,000 monthly. If you set it off, basically what you are saying to yourself and others that you are supposedly leading is that you want no part of a residual income of up to over $76,000 a month. There cannot be any possible rationale for such a thought. So set that on. Fourth setting is the Starian subscription. Okay, that should be set to on. Again, this setting will put and keep you on the monthly Starian marketing as commissions are earned, which has an additional residual income of up to $54,000 per month. Very simply stated, if you turn it off, you're basically saying you are announcing to your team and everyone around you that from the standpoint of this opportunity, this your business, you want no part of $54,000 a month residually. There can be and should not be a possibility of any rationale for that kind of thinking when your business is financial literacy. So you want to set that on. Please hear and understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. And lastly, and most importantly, the update. You must click the update so that all of the settings take effect. Now that's the settings. This is what you want to see from the standpoint of your Four Corners Thermometer. These are the proper settings that your business should have. Okay, now remember something Bill Clinton said. I heard him say this on the David Letterman show many years ago. I think it was 1992 or 1993. Okay, he said that our lives will be limited or lifted by whatever is important to us. So, how important is the success of your business to you? Second question. Do you have real desire and passion to succeed in your business? Because the great news is that here with Four Corners, your own desire and passion is all you need. I'll go a step further. Absolutely all you need. Do you have real desire and a passion to be successful in Four Corners? So, let's take a look at the things that are important to your success. My bad. How about let's take a look at the results that are important to your success? Let's show you what I mean. Are you making money? Are you growing your team? Are you working within our system, which saves yourself time, energy, and money? Are you working within our system? See, that's so vastly important because the system, as you now know from our training, the system will work when you cannot. See, you gotta operate in a system. Otherwise, you're functioning in a linear type situation. You're only gonna make money based on the work that you do. We have a system that will allow you to make money, even residual, when you, for whatever reason, God forbid, you cannot function and do the task needing to be done. You have a system that will work for you. So you must work within that system and teach that system. These are the results that are important to your success. You must make certain of these things. Well, how do you? Are you helping your team make money? Are you teaching the system to your team? Are you helping the team to do the things that obviously you must do? Are you upgrading through level 6? Are you helping your team upgrade through level 6? And are you in and teach being in all 7 income streams? Very important. But none more important than this next point, being a leader. Are you a leader? Do you desire to be a leader? That's very key because network marketing is all about leadership. That's why I want to bring this point to your attention. An old Chinese proverb says, "He who thinketh he leadeth, but has no one following, is only taking a walk." That's a Chinese proverb. Remember, that is the gist of why you're listening to this conversation right now. See, it's the 4 corners thermometer. What kind of things have you got to put in place? What things must you be certain of? Your settings. We're talking about the health of your business. See, Webster's dictionary in terms of leadership says the ability to obtain or gather followers. It says great leaders are able to influence others. We can all think of leaders who influence their followers on a positive scale and in a negative way as well. Well, network marketing is all about leadership. Therefore, building a successful sales organization requires leadership abilities. These are skills you should continuously work to improve. Okay? Now, you can always refer back to this training. This is a document that on our team is pretty much in the possession of every member on our team. This is something we preach on our team, being a leader. We take very seriously understanding the details of being a leader. Not just something we say, but it is something we must ultimately do. We must be a leader. This breaks it down like a fraction. So when you want, you can always refer back to this to review this. There's a couple of assignments here that are fun assignments. Very fun. So look at that. Are you leading? If you want to get things back in order with your business, are you leading? That's another thermometer check. Are you leading? Do you have a following? Are people working within the system? This is a training. Remember, knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing, bravado is not enough. We must do. That is the point here. And sometimes I don't like some of these cute little phrases because they sound like just phrases. But I'm going to challenge you to, if need be, meditate on what this means. Does it make sense to read an instruction manual if you know you have no intention of following the instructions? What good is knowing something if you're not going to do anything with it? We must apply. It's not enough to know what to do, but we must do what we know. So again, our lives will be limited or lifted by whatever is important to us. So, if your business is important to you, how important? So, Great discussion. I hope and pray that this has been something to benefit you, but keep in mind, you got to build your team this week. You want to promote for next week's training. As many of you know, we do a training on our team every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or whatever time that equates to in your neck of the woods. Remember, are you growing your team? You must increase your team numbers on training. Because remember, I've been saying this for so many years and I will forever say it. No one gets in for the training. Yet without the training, no one gets whatever they got in for. Teach and grow your team. Again, I hope and I pray that this training on your Four Corners Thermometer has helped you and your team. Again, let's be certain to meet back here for our training next Saturday. You see the time indicated. Okay, this has been Harry Flynn, Mary Ann's baby boy, saying it's been a plum pleasing pleasure and an outright privilege to have spent this time with and for you. Thank you for listening. Talk to you next time. Bye bye.